position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll hand it down to Geis. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, now Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Now
Rodgers throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cochran. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
To throw is Rodgers. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile.
319. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
That's fine. Yeah.
Back to throw. Rodgers being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon on the dump off. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Over here. Yeah, Liz. Gun. Yeah, Liz. Zoom. Look at this.
And again, it's Rodgers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Right now, you got 58.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And no, it's incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Green 80. Green 80. Green cut.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch number 29. Check 52. Check 4. 319. 319.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare.